Hey everybody, what's up? Today, got something good for you. I'm gonna do another tutorial exercise video, and it's gonna be on my favorite lift of them all, the deadlift. If most of you have seen my videos, I think it's safe to say that the deadlift is my specialty. I've picked up some pretty heavy weight before. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys some tips on how to do it good. And I'm also, if you haven't read my article on 7 reasons why you should deadlift, I suggest you do so. I'll put the link in the description box below. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. All right, the first thing you need to do is you need to kick your shoes off. I'm not gonna go into a big definition of why, but the shortest way I can put it is the power in the deadlift is coming from your heels, okay? And it's also gonna minimize dorsiflexion, okay? Dorsiflexion is this movement, or when you're lifting your foot like this, that's dorsiflexion. We wanna minimize that as much as possible, so that way we get a good hip hinge when we're doing the deadlift, okay? So, next thing is where the bar's placed when you walk up to it. I see a lot of people walk up to the bar and they don't really have a good footing. They're kind of far from the bar. So they're gonna use a lot of lower back when they do it, okay? Remember, we wanna use the whole posterior chain. We wanna use the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings to do the lift. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get very, very close to the bar. Some people like to put their shins touching, others just a little bit away from it, not too far, okay? So you're gonna be really close to the bar when you step up. Your feet distance is neutral, okay? We're not gonna go very wide. There's other variations of the deadlift, okay? I mean, they have the sumo deadlift where you go out wide here and pick up, okay? But today we're gonna just talk about the standard normal deadlift, all right? And we're gonna go here, okay? Feet shoulder width apart, all right? Next thing, all right? Gripping the bar, you want to have that already in your mind before you go down to the bar, okay? I don't want you getting down here and staying in the hole for a long period of time, because you're going to lose that elastic energy in your hamstrings, and I'll explain that in a second. So go ahead and know how you're going to grip the bar and where you're going to grip the bar, okay? So I usually do, when I'm carrying heavier weight, I do an underhand overhand grip, which is like this, okay? And I always grip right here, about 10 degrees away from my body, okay? So 10 degrees is a good distance to grab from. All right, if you're carrying lighter loads, you can go double overhand. That's not a problem, but as the weight gets heavier, it's a little bit better to do the under overhand. So once you have your grip in mind, all right, now we're gonna talk about loading up the hamstrings. All right, the hamstrings are one of the most important muscles in this lift, all right? You wanna think of your hamstrings as springs. You don't want to just go down to the bar fast and then grab it and pick it up. It's not like that, okay? So what you want to do is you want to imagine your hamstrings are springs, and you're going to load the springs, so when you go to do the deadlift, okay, you have that elastic energy and you're going to explode back up with the bar. All right, so as I'm going down to the bar, I'm using my hamstrings to pull myself down. So when I get right here, my hamstrings are nice and tight, all right? I grab the bar, I look up, okay, I have my chest perpendicular with the floor, okay, and then I pull, okay? All right, another thing, once you get the bar up, okay, to position, you're not going to fight the bar on the way down. You're not gonna go into the eccentric phase very slow like you would, for example, a chest press. You would lower the bar kind of slow and then go up, okay? The eccentric phase on the deadlift, we wanna just kind of go down and let it drop once it passes the knees. All right, so that's a little, especially when you're lifting heavy weight, that's a little tip for you. Don't fight it on the way down, because otherwise you're gonna end up injuring your back. So basically, again, you get up to the bar very close, know your grips, load the hamstrings, get your grips. Do not stay here longer than 4 seconds. If you stay here in the hole for more than 4 seconds, you're gonna lose that elastic energy, okay? So when you go down, pull yourself down with the hams, grab the bar, look up, pull, okay? Another good tip is, when you're going down, is to imagine somebody has got a rope around your waist and they're pulling you backwards, okay? They're pulling your hips out from you, all right? So I don't want you doing a lot of knee bending like this to the bar. We want to push the hips out, okay, to minimize that dorsiflexion and get very good hip hinge when we're going for that deadlift. All right, we look up, pull and extend the hips, and lower it down. Okay, breathing. When you're lifting, okay, you're gonna exhale right at the top of the lift. All right, if you're wearing a belt, which if you're lifting very, very heavy weight, I recommend you do, you wanna fill the belt, okay? When you're breathing in, your stomach and your back and everything should be pressing very firmly into the belt, okay? So you're gonna walk up to the bar, know your grips, take a big, deep inhale, fill the belt, okay? Go down, grab, right at the top, okay? All right, guys, there you have it, the deadlift. All right, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box. If I missed anything, please feel free to leave a comment as well on that. And read my article, the link's down in the description box, and start deadlifting.